Now let us start in column the Rankine's formula or Rankine-Gordon formula. As we have studied in the previous lecture in Euler's theory that it is derived on the basis of some assumptions. It assumed that the column failure is due to the bending stress. It has not considered the compressive stresses in it. So due to that assumption, there is need of deriving this Rankine's formula, Rankine or Gordon formula. So let us understand what is the difference between the Rankine's formula and Euler's formula, why it is derived. Euler's formula is applicable to long column only for which L by K ratio is larger than a particular value. For all the cases we cannot apply the Euler formula. We have restriction of application of this formula for long column. As I have told you in the beginning, it is applicable for the long column. The short column and medium columns are neglected in Euler's theory. Also, it does not take into account the direct compressive stresses, as this was the assumption of Euler's theory, that we have considered the column with bending stress. So the meaning of that is this, that the compressive stresses are neglected. Thus for columns of medium length it does not provide accurate result. So the Euler formula do not provide accurate result for columns which are of medium length. Rankine forwarded an empirical relationship. That is why Rankine has put an empirical relationship into existence. What is the empirical relationship? It has determined the relationship between P, PC and PE. What is P? P is Rankine's crippling load. The capital P is considered as Rankine's crippling load. Then PC. PC is the ultimate load for a strut. The ultimate load a strut can bear. It is denoted as PC. And PE is the Eulerical load for a strut. We have derived Eulerical load means the value of load which we have derived by Euler's theory. It is pi square EI by L square, and ultimate load is sigma u, that is the ultimate stress multiplied by the area. As we know that stress is equal to load upon area, so ultimate load is equal to ultimate stress multiplied by area, and this is constant for a material. It do not vary for the same material, it remains same for a material. For short column, PE is very large. PE means the value of Euler's load is very large. Therefore, 1 by PE is small in comparison to 1 by PC. Thus, the crippling load P is practically equal to PC. For long column, PE is very small. Therefore, 1 by PE is quite large in comparison to 1 by PCE. Thus, the crippling load P is practically equal to P. So, these are the value of load which vary from one condition of column or from one length of column to another. Means for short column there will be crippling load P will be equal to PC, that is the ultimate load, and for long column critical load P or crippling load P, Rankine's crippling load P is equal to the PC. P This is the Rankine's formula. 1 by P is equal to 1 by Pc plus 1 by Pe. We know that it can be written as this, or P can be written as this, or we can find out this by dividing this equation by Pe. This will appear as we have seen earlier. Pc is the critical load and it is equal to sigma C into A. So we will put the value 1 plus sigma C into A, and the value of PE is pi square EI by L square. So this is put here. It can be written as sigma C dot A upon 1 plus sigma C into A into L square upon pi square EA K square, or P can be written as sigma C 1 plus AL by K ka whole square. Sigma C is the crushing stress, A is the Rankine's constant, and this value of Rankine's constant is equal to pi sigma C upon pi square EI. We have derived this as the standard formula for Rankine load. Now we will discuss in the next lecture for different type of end condition. The